Valentine's Day has blossomed into a multi-billion-dollar industry. But as technology transforms the business of love and romance, what does the future have in store for this special day? Welcome to The Exchange from our studio here in Doha. Now, February has been the month of love since the 14th century. Well, over the years, commerce has caught up, and now Valentine's-related business generates billions for companies worldwide. More than half of all adults with a partner plan to celebrate Valentine's Day, according to the research company Ipsos Mori. The special day is most popular in the United States, where 3/4 of all couples typically take part. And all this enthusiasm translates into massive amounts of money. The National Retail Federation reported that in the US alone, Valentine shoppers spent almost $26 billion in 2023. Well, the business of love is booming in Europe too. More than half of all couples in the United Kingdom, France and Spain also join in with shopping and celebrations. One firm facing frenetic demand in February is the luxury hotels and resorts group Four Seasons. I spoke to their president of Europe, Middle East and Africa, Adrian Maserli, and he explained the importance of giving guests a Valentine's experience that's both familiar and surprising.
Those are events that we are particularly meticulous in the way that we anticipate and prepare for them. Because ultimately, we are in the business of creating memories that we hope that last for a lifetime. And our teams are extremely dedicated in creating that magic when we have those particular events. We are equally strong in celebrating Eid periods, Ramadan periods, and also lunar Christmas that is more in the Asian part of the world. And each hotel really curates special events in order to celebrate these moments.
Lessons in love there from a company that's been curating romantic experiences since 1961. And to better understand this link between traditional romance and modern business, we sent our reporter Cyril Feneres to Paris, the city of love, on a mission to meet the entrepreneurs making Valentine's Day a more eco-friendly affair.
Hello Guy, and welcome to the famous Pont des Arts here in Paris, the city of love. A few years ago there used to be so many love locks on this bridge that part of it fell into the Seine. Now, as you can see, glass panels have replaced the traditional wire fencing, because saying I love you should not damage the environment. Here are a few tips for a sustainable Valentine's Day.
We all know there's nothing like a flowers bouquet to please your soulmate, but which one? We asked French actress Marie Coulongeau, who runs a sustainable flower shop in Paris, for her advice. First tip, don't rush into roses.
Il faut cesser absolument de représenter la rose comme symbole de l'amour. Un, parce que ce n'est pas la fleur préférée des femmes, et deux, parce qu'à la Saint-Valentin, nous n'avons pas de roses en Europe. Moi, j'encourage tout le monde à acheter des fleurs locales. Si vous voulez faire plaisir à votre bien-aimé, offrez-lui un beau bouquet de renoncule, d'anémone, assorti de mimosa, ou un beau bouquet de tulipes, en n'oubliant pas de demander la provenance de ces fleurs. Il faut qu'elles viennent de votre région.
Chocolate is also a highly prized aphrodisiac for lovers the world over. But here, more and more businesses pay attention to its composition. For this vegan and fair trade chocolatier, it's not just the taste that counts.
Moi, je conseille de poser comme base le fait que ce soit un chocolat qui soit éthique. Il faut partir de fèves qui proviennent d'un pays qui ne pratique pas la déforestation. Et ensuite, de dire qu'il faut qu'il soit à la fois très bon gustativement et très bon nutritionnellement. Donc, pas trop sucré, ou si c'est sucré, sucré avec un fruit, un produit naturel, bio, sain.
Fortunately, a stroll through the streets will not emit any CO2, and a kiss is often worth 1,000 presents.
That's it, Guy. The Parisians guarantee that your other half will be delighted and that the planet will thank you later.
Now, climate consciousness is not the only trend impacting the business of love and romance. I caught up with stock market analyst Mike Ingram, and he explained what financial markets want on Valentine's Day.
It's only really since the 1980s that we've seen intense commercialization of this event. Data's only really been collected within the last 20 years or so on what exactly is being spent on, though it seems that the trend is very firmly up and the amounts involved now are actually very large. For instance, in 2023, it's believed that in the United States, total expenditure on St. Valentine's Day was pretty much in the region of $26 billion. And of course, the United States is not alone in celebrating this event. So it is big business these days. In terms of what's being spent within that, I mean, there are clear regional differences. I mean, for instance, in the UK, we are, by all accounts, the biggest card givers per capita in the world. I'm not sure to what extent that data really holds up, but it certainly feels like a lot of people spend a lot of money on sending a lot of cards in this country. In the United States, it seems to be skewed towards events, so experiential gifting, and then things like chocolates and dining out and so on and so forth.
Valentine's Day then still has the power to win the hearts of the toughest trading floor analysts. Now it's time for our regular feature, Business in 60 Seconds. Start the clock. Krispy Kreme have their Q4 earnings release. The iconic donut brand recently published their Be Sweet Responsibility Report, a global pledge that covers a range of good deeds from fundraising to tackling food waste. Lazy Boy Incorporated update on their 2023 third quarter performance. The 100-year-old famous furniture business embarked on a huge program of tech transformation last year that investors will be hoping should now start to help win more customers and create company-wide efficiencies. And Warner Brothers Discovery published financial results for the final quarter of 2023. The vast media and entertainment conglomerate lost millions of streaming subscribers last year, and a drop in advertising revenue impacted the share price. However, initiatives such as the major podcast deal with Spotify have been warmly welcomed by analysts. From stock market analysts to eco-campaigners, the world is far from falling out of love with Valentine's Day. Despite cultural changes and advances in technology, it seems that for now at least, the business of love endures. Well, that's all we have time for on this edition of the show. Thank you for watching. Please do check out euronews.com for all your latest business news, and join us again next time on The Exchange.